What's up? I'm Lucid, and today we're going to be talking about how to get better at anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. From jumping, skipping rope, playing Marvel Rivals, even though that shit be bullshit. Playing video games, losing weight, lifting weights, swimming, playing a sport, playing chess, drawing, anything. The reason I wanted to talk about this today is because recently I have been lifting weights and losing weight. I ain't never been like a super fat guy or nothing like that. Like I ain't never been over 180. I know that for sure. I think my real weight is around like 145 or something like that. Right now I'm 150. I feel like I'm around like 140, 145. I know that's pretty small, but I'm a pretty small guy. I want to get that up to like 165. But enough about that. I've did this before, but I'm doing it again. This time it's taking a little bit longer than last time. I don't know what happened. Maybe it did take a whole, a lot of time last time. I just didn't recognize it. But I've progressively been eating better food. I've progressively been doing better workouts, learning better workouts, learning better foods and stuff like that. And when you start off something, you start off pretty trash and everything. But sometimes some people think they get one plan if they doing it by themselves and just think it's just, they're good. But, or if they're just starting out, they just think they're going to be bad forever and they're never going to get good, or it's going to take too long. But being a person who's done this before and has gotten better at a lot of other things before, there are things I've learned and I see all the time from when I want to learn. So when I'm first starting something as a beginner and getting better at it, and I ain't gonna say becoming an expert. I don't even think I might be an expert at making music, but then you can't call anybody an expert unless you're doing like classicals. Anyways, so just getting better at anything, I've seen what I do and what others do to get better, and it's pretty simple things. But that's what I want to talk about today in this video, just to show other people or let others know, like you watching this video, how to get better at things that you're trying to get better at now, whether it's even finances. Yeah, sometimes it's not clear cut as to just get more money or just be better at getting money. I don't really know how to phrase that, but you know what I mean. But to get better at something that can hopefully get you better finances, or hopefully get you better at managing your finances. For one example, before we get into the video, credit cards. Just learning how to use cash back, learning about high yield savings and stuff like that, and those things. You just learn. But we're going to talk more about it in this video. Yeah, we're going to look at some other people and see what their advice is, and I'm going to piggyback off what they, the things they've learned, because this is also one of the ways I get better at things, by watching other people. Yeah, first tip right there.
If you want to get really tough at something fast, really good at something fast, you need to be drowning. Like, you need to be suffering in the challenges. So if I had no idea how to approach women, how to talk to women, and I would start from ground zero with all my experience, I was starting from ground zero and I knew nothing, it would be a requirement for me to at least come at 5-10 women a day, period, a day. Like I would just do it just to do it. Like you gotta get the reps in, man.
That is another thing. That's one of the top things I would say do, in my opinion, to getting better at anything is, like you said, drowning yourself in it. But I wouldn't really say that. I would say my thing would be being obsessed with it, because I would want you to, even if, because everybody say do something, make it fun or something like that. Sometimes it's things you can't really do to make it fun. I don't know, like cleaning. Some people just don't goddamn like cleaning. So, but cleaning. I just say that. Or losing weight. Some people just can't. Don't think losing weight is fun or lifting weight is fun, but get better at it to make it easier for yourself. You just keep doing it, even the days when you don't want to do it, even when you're trying to talk to girls, do it when you're scared, but keep doing it so it gets easier, so it becomes normal, just like talking when you're a baby. You have to keep practicing so it becomes normal, like we're talking right now, like how you can hear me and all understand what I'm saying. It just gets easier. It gets easier. Yeah, one thing I obsessed over was music and mixing and engineering and stuff like that. I used to really like go hard looking at 100 videos all the time, trying to make beats or trying to make my vocals sound good and everything. When I'm making music, making a better song, just every day looking at videos, every day making another song, making another beat, practicing some more of my vocals, just drowning yourself in it every day, just and not thinking of it. I mean, you could think of it as like that, because when I was trying to get better at beats, making a requirement every day, I just work on the beat. Every day I work on the beat and stuff like that. And you can't do anything but get better if you just keep doing it. Like, if you walk in every day, that you can't get worse unless you literally break a leg. I don't know how you break a leg walking. Maybe you fall in a pothole or some shit. I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. You keep doing it. There's no way you can get worse at it. Now, with that being said, you can get worse at some things. Like if you're lifting weights and you're constantly doing the wrong goddamn exercise the wrong way, you might fuck your back up. But if you keep doing it, you fuck up your back up, then next time don't do it like that. So actually, even if you are doing something wrong, you can actually still get better at it. You might just get better at it in your own way. But yeah, that is one thing I will say. Drowning yourself in it, obsessing over what it is you want to get better at, truly is one of the greatest ways to get better at anything. Now we're going to see what the next guy's got to say.
One of the things I really like to do if I want to get really good at something but don't know how is I use the Alex Hormozi method. Pretty much you want to think about what it is you want and then flip it and think about what you shouldn't do to get that and then do the opposite. Seems a little confusing, but I'll explain. Let's say you want to know how to be a really good boyfriend because you don't have experience, you really like this girl, you don't want it to...
I'm trying to figure out why they're using girls for everything, but we'll just keep going. I would think somebody would use fucking painting, drawing, or lifting weights. Just saying, but we can keep going with the girl hypothesis.
Fuck up. How can you do that? How can you be a better boyfriend? Think about what you should do if you want to be a horrible boyfriend. Don't take her on dates. Don't text her throughout the day. Cheat on her. Don't buy her flowers. Don't take her on trips. Don't talk to her family. Think about it and list out all the things that would absolutely ruin your chances of a good relationship, of her wanting to be with you long term, and then do the opposite. It's much easier for whatever reason to think about the bad things as opposed to the good things, but it makes it a lot easier to visualize what you actually do need to do to accomplish what you want and get what you want out of any sort of situation. It can be applied to anything.
Okay, I get what he's saying. So, like how I was saying, let's use lifting weights again. If you want to get better, think about things that will make you not get better, I guess. So if you want to get stronger, how would you not get stronger? By not lifting weights, by not eating the right food, by not eating protein or enough protein, So I get what he's saying. I guess you could use that. Especially with, like how you said, the girlfriend thing. What would a bad boyfriend do? What would he want to do? What would I not want to do to lose this? What would make me lose this girl? By not taking her on dates, by not answering her, by not calling her, by not giving her attention. But, if I want her, I'm going to give her attention. I'm going to take her out on dates. I'm going to, spend time, pick up the phone. So stuff like that. So I get it. That's a different way to think about it. I never thought about it like that. I actually do get it, because just like this channel right here, trying to get back into posting and stuff like that, trying to build a community, trying to build a YouTube channel and everything. And I was doing, and I kept procrastinating, and I guess I could think what would be the thing to not grow my channel, by not posting, by not interacting, by not trying. So it does actually make sense. That's just a very different way of thinking about it. I never thought about it like that. Let's see what the next guy got to say.
Polymath is someone who's good at everything. Intelligent, strong, charismatic, creative, knowledgeable in multiple domains. This is how you can max your stats to become one of them. Number one is meta learning. Learn to get good at getting good. Because the faster and more effective you can acquire and learn skills, the more versatile you'll be. Here are some good resources.
So this is, well, I'll let him finish this
on
part.
mental learning. Number 2 is to optimize your cognition.
So yeah, that first thing is learning how to get good at getting good. Like I said, I learned how to get good by, damn, why the fuck this table so wobbly? Anyways, I learned how to get good by, well, I've learned how to get good. So now I get good faster or better because I know how to get good, which is, you know, practicing, you know, obsessing over it, learning about it, studying it, whatever it is that I want to get better at. Like I said, weightlifting, chess, gaming, getting girls. Just research it, do it, you know, fail, do it again, and study. I can't put it, can I put it in order? Study, try it, learn from how you failed, repeat. Study, try, I don't remember what I said, but you get what I'm saying. I learned how to get good by using those steps, or, you know, like those steps that I said: researching, trying, failing, repeating, you know, and learning from what I did wrong. So yeah, that's a good first one. But I feel like you have to already be good at getting good in order to use the first one. But we're gonna keep going and see what he's saying.
Is getting adequate sleep, adequate nutrition, both of which allow your skill learning capabilities to be optimized. Thirdly, you need to be an efficient.
I keep hearing, sadly I work night jobs, but I keep getting better. Sleep, even though it is 12, about to be 1 a.m. right now. I've really been getting better actually, because I used to be going to sleep at like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 6.
Damn.
But getting better. Getting sleep is one of the top things you can do to getting better at life. Sleeping. Dead ass. Getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. For real. But yeah, I really say 6 to 9. 6, you're pushing it. But you know what I mean, if you ain't doing nothing for real at the next day, you good on 6. But yeah, sleep is top priority, and nutrition. But sleep, top priority, right, man.
Deleter. What I mean by this is a lot of the things you read have unnecessary stuff. So by using apps like DeepStash, which allows you to scan any book cover, and it allows you to scroll through the key point summaries of each book, allowing you to read multiple books in way less time. A polymath is someone who's good at.
I don't know if that was an ad. I guess I'm looking at what do you? I gotta
scroll through the key points.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an ad or not, but yeah, you get what he's saying. Firstly, getting good at stuff. You kind of got to get good at something, 1 or 2 things, and then know what you did to get good at those things, to implement that to other things. So I'll say that's on the back end of, you know, learning how to get good at anything. Second, what he said, sleep, nutrition. I think those should be on the top of your list right there at getting good at something, right under researching the thing, like sleep, nutrition, researching the thing. And yeah, all in all, man, I just feel like I just really wanted to do this video because I don't know if enough people know how to get good at stuff. They just think like, oh, I gotta get good at this, and never think about, you know, how to get good at it. What other things am I good at, and how did I get good at those things? A lot of people don't really think about that a lot, and recently I've been thinking about that because I've been repeating getting good at stuff and getting back into stuff, which I don't like. I don't like that I have to keep trying to get good at something, or I get to where I want to be, keep getting to where I want to be at something and not getting there and stopping and procrastinating. But I've learned how to get good at stuff, and which is why I'm doing this right now, because I know doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, just like Marshawn Lynch says, over and over and over and over and over. But yeah, just doing it over and over and over again, and not just blindly doing it. Because for example, being on Marvel Rivals, a game, if you don't know, if you just doing the thing over and over again, sometimes you do it mindlessly and not actually getting better. Because if you just queuing up, or just, you know, doing the same attacks, same, you know, stuff, and just going in out of frustration and not sitting back and, you know, thinking about what you did wrong, you know, watching yourself like on the VOD, you know, of what, you know, watching the game after, just like basketball. We can put Marvel Rivals and basketball together. If you know, you keep losing your games or you're missing your shots, let's dial it back. Next practice, before you queue up in Marvel Rivals, before you get into another game, or before you shoot a shot in basketball, how about we think about what we're doing? You know, when I'm about to shoot a shot, how's my form? You know, how's my form? Am I spacing my legs correctly? Am I gripping the ball correctly and everything? Am I looking, you know, at the basket the right way? Am I looking at the net or the basket? In Marvel Rivals, whatever I'm playing, am I healing my team right? Am I in a good position? Am I looking at the right person? Am I communicating, you know, properly? Half of the time, I ain't communicating. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. But am I positioning myself right if I'm playing healer? Or am I, you know, doing the right things? You know, thinking about it. So thinking is another big part of getting better at anything. To me, that's one of the biggest parts. Thinking about how to get better and stuff like that, instead of just practicing. Practicing, I think researching, thinking, and practicing, they all go hand in hand when you talk about getting better at anything. I hope whoever's watching this video, whatever you're trying to get better at, I hope this gives you an insight on how to get better at it, and hopefully you get better at it faster. Like I said, man, just practice, research it, and think about how to get better. You know, when you fail, think about why you failed or why you're not getting better. Think about it. So yeah, man, it's been your boy Lucid. If you like the video, subscribe if you like the video, and until next time, man, I don't know if I have a catchphrase yet or like a thingy. Peace. Oh, and one last thing I want to throw in, I've been cutting my own hair. I did a video on that, but that's another thing, getting better at it. When I'm cutting my hair, I gotta look at what I'm doing every time. It's kind of cool. I feel like I did kind of bad this time, but compared to the first time I ever did, it's way better than that. That could be subjective, depending on if you look at the video. But you look at that video, tell me how I did, you know, compared to now, how I'm looking and everything. Let me see, I'll take it off. Shit, kind of alright. I could have faded this better, but yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Check out that video, because that was, how many months ago was that? I don't know. Look at that video, tell me how many months ago it was. But yeah, that's another thing I got better at. And every day I practice. Instead of going, like that first dude was saying, suffering, I said, I'm not going to go to the barber shop. I'm going to cut my own hair. However my hair looks, it's on me. So, you know, I better get better, or the barber can't save me. Even though he can, if I fuck up that bad, I will go to the barbershop. But yeah, I'm put myself through suffering. So yeah, I agree with that for sure. I might put this in there, I don't know, at the end. But yeah, check out that video if you want to learn how to cut your hair and stuff like that by yourself. Or just see how I cut my hair by myself and stuff like that. I might do an update video on how I cut my hair now. I take way less time. The first time I ever did it, you'll see how many days it fucking took me. But yeah, other than that, man, check out that video, and peace. Appreciate you for watching.